What's your thoughts on what's going on over there in Israel and Gaza, and why you think Israel hasn't done their ground invasion yet? We keep hearing about any day now they're going to do a ground invasion, but then we hear the United States say, well, we need to do kind of like a ceasefire, right? We need to get people into safe places and things like that. It's almost like the USA is controlling what Israel does. It's telling them what they can do and when they can do it. And you got to understand, Israel is not part of NATO. You know, it's the same situation as we have over there in Ukraine, right? We're not hearing a lot about Ukraine no more either. And I've said it before, have you noticed how much coverage this Israel stuff gets and all the crickets we hear from Ukraine? You know, they'll just give us like a daily update every now and then what's going on in Ukraine. But Israel, it's on TV 24/7. You can find something out about it all the time. There's live cameras you can watch and everything. Why would the USA be telling Israel to do a ceasefire to get hostages out or to get people into safe locations, right? Number one, why is Israel listening to the United States? A lot of it has to do is we're funding it. We fund everybody's problems in the world. If you've got a war, we'll fund it, right? We are the world's police force. We think we've got to take care of every country out there. Meanwhile, we don't even take care of our own country here. Our infrastructure is falling apart. Our borders are wide open. A lot of people keep saying that, hey, these terrorists are coming across the border. You know, yes, they are, but you got to understand they were here way before the pandemic. They've just been adding to their numbers now for a while now. They're coming across unchecked. But why is Israel listening to the United States, right? It doesn't make much sense. They've got all them troops sitting there, you know, waiting to go in. They claim 300,000, right? They've lost their what's the word I'm looking for? They've lost the revenge aspect of it, right? Where they'll go in and just take care of it. Everybody's ready to go. The longer they wait, the harder it's going to be on the Israeli troops that have to keep sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting, right? Guys, eventually this is going to blow up in something huge over there. We're going to have all these Middle Eastern countries going at it with Israel. We're going to be back in Israel, and every day we're hearing that, excuse me, every day we're hearing about our bases getting hit over there, right? But yet we're not hearing of any deaths, which is very strange to me. You know, they're taking all these hits on our military bases in the Middle East, but yet we're not hearing of no deaths. These wars here lately are very strange. You know, they call you like, hey, we're going to attack you at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're going to hit this area, be sure you're not there. That's kind of the way this stuff looks, right? And how many times are we going to sit here and let one of our bases get hit before we retaliate and go full-blown war on another country in the Middle East? It's almost like United States could be telling Israel, do not do nothing until we get all our people in place over here, right? It's going to get bad, and when this does happen, it's going to get real bad. It'll take a while to affect us here in the United States. You need to understand that. It's not as soon as they go in, everything's going to go crazy here. Now, that could happen with your sleeper cells here in America, right? They could cause a lot of problems here. I've told you before, it wasn't that very many that hijacked the airplanes, and look how much damage they did, right? You know there's more than that here now. The issue comes, are they going to do something here in the United States? I think they will once the war gets going or something major happens over there again, right? What are they going to do? They could hit our infrastructure. They could, you know, start doing crazy stuff at public gatherings. All kind of things could happen. Should you be living in fear? No, but like we tell you all the time in our videos, you've got to keep your head on a swivel and be aware of your surroundings at all times now, because it's getting to the point where you're not safe no matter where you go. I mean, you may know people here, but there's always a chance, right, that something could happen in that group, and that's the way it's getting to be. But don't live your life in fear. Make sure you have a way to protect yourself and the people around you when you go out into public spaces. When this finally goes full-blown over there, it's going to get bad all over the world. Our oil prices are going to shoot up. You know what I'm talking about. You don't need me to tell you. Most of you know. Most of you, everybody that watches my channel has common sense. You can see what's coming, and you know this little break before the war really breaks off over there. You need to do stuff up until then. You need to keep prepping. It's giving you a window to get stuff, because we're also hearing things now that some ammo manufacturers are selling only to the military, right? Which is going to cause an ammo shortage here. And what's it going to do? It's going to raise the prices of ammo again. A lot of times it's ammo prices when they get really expensive. It's simple greed. It's all it is. You know, of course, those screams supply and demand, we can charge what we want, but it comes down to greed at the end of the day. You know, but guys, let me know your thoughts on this video. What do you think is the major holdup over there for Israel not going into the Gaza Strip yet? And do you think they lost their push, right? You know, that instant, if they'd went in within a day or two, you know, they, it's going to get bad over there. But let me know your thoughts on this. Keep your head on a swivel. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. Protect yourself and your family at all times. At that moment, you're the only person who can do it. Keep prepping. Take advantage of this window of opportunity you still have to keep adding to your prep. Stay safe.